Hi everyone, my name is Bethany Smith and I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about how to use Voki in the classroom and how to create your first Voki. The first thing that you'll need to do is you'll need to register for an account. When you're on the Voki.com website, you can move over to the Register tab. This will allow you to create an account that you will be able to use. I already have an account, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in so you can kind of see how the sign-in process works. So once I have registered, I can go ahead and I can type in my account information. And I can go ahead and log in. Once I've logged in, what I'm going to do is create a new Voki. When I decide to go ahead and create a new Voki, the first thing I like to do is customize my character. Now, some of the things that you may see on this site talk a little bit about how you could use Voki for your classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can create a pretty unique Voki that I might actually use with my students, or even better, have my students create themselves. So I'm going to move all the way over to, and I suggest you look at all of them, including VIP, politics, holiday. I'm going to go ahead and look at world, because under world, what I have is Abraham Lincoln. Now, what's nice is that Abraham Lincoln already comes with hair, right kind of mouth, and a mustache, or beard type things. Already has some costume and some clothing. So I don't really have to customize that too much like I would if I chose a generic character. Now, I do find it kind of awesome that President Lincoln is in front of the Forbidden City in Beijing, China. However, I'm going to change that background a little bit. Now, I could choose some generic travel, which is where that comes from. I could look at outdoors. I could look at nature. So I could put him in front of a sunset, in front of some mountains. So you can kind of see there's lots of different options that students have in there. One of the things that I would take care is to make sure they don't spend too much time trying to figure out what these options are. That can be really distracting, and you could spend a lot of time going, I wonder who the perfect character for this is, or I wonder where the perfect backdrop for this is, or where could this be. So I'll go ahead and put it in front of Hollywood. That sounds kind of fun. Now that I've gone ahead and created my character itself, what I want to do is give it a voice. Now, the easiest way to give it a voice is to actually just go ahead and type in your text. So, what's President Lincoln famous for? He is famous for 7 years ago. All right, so let's hear out what that sounds like. I'm going to go ahead and press play.
7 years ago.
Like, I don't really like that voice too much. I'm glad it's still in English, although I could change it. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. Let's see if I can find a different U.S. male speaker. Although I could try a UK speaker.
7 years ago.
That might work out well. Let's try Stephen. Let's see how that
works. 7 years ago.
All right, I feel pretty happy with that. Just like all the other options, you want to make sure that you don't go too crazy in trying to figure out what the perfect voice is. I'm going to go ahead and click Done. And then now I've basically created my Voki. So I wanted this to be short. I wanted this to be consistent. You kind of see how teachers might use this on a weekly basis to do updates about what's going on in their classroom, to having students become Abraham Lincoln and maybe say, what would he say on a campaign trail? What would be important? Now that I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and click Publish. I'm going to call this Lincoln. I'm going to save this. And now what I have is the ability to play this right here.
7 years ago.
As well as have a link as to where this lives, so I can copy that link. Or one of the other things that I can do is that I can place this code in a website. So one of the fun things that I like to do with Vokis is go ahead and say, take this code and put it on my teacher website. put it inside of something that I might use, so that it can be there as just a little side item. The other option that I can do is just copy a link and send students to that link so that they can be able to see it. But either way, this is a fast and easy way for students to think about how they present information and how you keep in communication with others.